Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be sharing with you a wonderful video about my journey with confidence. If you struggle with confidence, if you constantly are telling yourself, I can't wait till I'm confident, I have great news for you. This is your video. But before I get into this, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Watching this channel, I hope you can realize that you do not need to have an extraordinary, crazy day every day to have a wonderful life. It can be as simple as hanging out with a friend. Please subscribe. We are almost at 200 subscribers. Please, we really want to get there. We're so excited. So with that, let's talk about confidence. In middle school, I was very shy. I didn't know how to make friends. And I'm not gonna talk too much about middle school. Yes, I was very insecure. I thought that I was ugly. I thought that everyone else fit in and was cool, and I was just out of the loop. I was trying to be like all the popular girls. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't get to their level. People in middle school are mean. You know, they always just make fun of you for your appearance, your makeup. My nails got made fun of a lot because I never paint them. Whenever someone would insult me, I'd immediately change that thing. If someone told me I was weird for a joke that I made, I'd be careful not to make that joke ever again. Every single little comment that people said, I let change me. I joined the cheer team in middle school and I almost didn't join it. And it's so funny because it's middle school cheer. I didn't realize how tiny of a thing that was at the time. That nerve-wracked me. I was like, no, I probably shouldn't. I don't belong. And before practice, I would always get so nervous. I was so quiet. I always felt like I didn't fit in. No matter how outgoing I was and how much I molded to fit others around me, I always saw myself as that shy, insecure girl who just didn't fit in. And that didn't change when I got to high school. So when I got to high school, I found that high school was different. People were not as rude in high school. You know, in middle school, people are downright nasty. If I was around my friends, I was very outgoing, very loud. And if I was in a class alone, I suddenly grew very insecure in myself. I shut down. I didn't want to talk to people around me. I found my friend group. I wanted to branch out to be more social, and I couldn't. Like when people would introduce me to new groups of friends in high school, I would be very awkward. There were a few sports that I wanted to do, and I never wanted to do anything unless I knew a friend would do it with me because I was so scared to do it alone. I was afraid people would judge me. I remember I tried out for the track team my freshman year. Didn't make it, but that's another story. I was on that team for a month and a half and I didn't make any friends because I didn't talk to anyone. I was afraid to talk to people. I would only talk to people if they talked to me first. And it's weird because I'm sure that people who know me in high school didn't see me that way. They saw me as more outgoing in a way. When my group of friends went away and those walls came down on the inside, I was so afraid of being rejected by other people that I didn't want to put myself out there. I was so insecure in myself, constantly thinking, everyone already has friends, probably shouldn't talk to them, nobody wants to talk to me, I'm annoying, nobody likes me, I'm just gonna annoy this person if I talk to them, that I just would completely shut down. All of a sudden, I really started looking for confidence. I was told, fake it till you make it. And the problem with fake it till you make it, I'm sure you've heard this advice before. That's really hard to do when you don't have an internal belief in yourself that anyone actually wants to talk to you. So time and time again, I'd hear that advice, and before I'd go to an event or something, I'd like hype myself up, like, okay, I'm gonna fake it, and I'd fail, and I'd get to the event and I wouldn't talk to anyone, and I'd fail again, and it would be a frustrating cycle. I didn't realize that fake it till you make it isn't fixing the internal problems that come from not having confidence. Other thing was, I would have these random bursts of Pinterest quote inspiration. I'd find like an inspiring quote or something, I don't know, I'll plug one up and I'd be like, yeah, that's it. Now I'm gonna be the person that I always wanted to be. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to more people. I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna be a new confident me. Fleeting motivation when you read a good quote and then immediately the next day you're plummeting back down. Up and down, up and down. Finally, when I got to college, right, I always thought of confidence as being social and outgoing, and my whole life, even when I was social, I felt like the shy, insecure girl. Doesn't matter if it was true or not, that's how I viewed myself. And I was determined when I got to college to have friends by any means possible. I didn't want to be the person I was in high school when I got to college. I was like, no, I want to be that confident girl. But unfortunately, because I didn't know what confidence was, I thought confidence was just being outgoing and having a lot of friends, honestly, and just being able to be super extra in public. My freshman year, I really gravitated towards going to parties and meeting as many people as I could. For the first time in my life, I had so many friends. I could walk around on a game day and say hi to somebody every 5 seconds. Wow, finally, this is what I've been dreaming of. I'm social, I'm outgoing. What I learned the hard way was what I had once I started partying, once I started drinking, was a fake confidence. Once I started to realize, my sophomore year, I didn't want to do the party lifestyle anymore, that I didn't want to go to parties anymore, I didn't like drinking anymore. I started to realize how insecure I still was. After reaching the social mountain, climbing, joining a great sorority, having a bunch of friends, knowing everyone, going to all the parties, after climbing that mountain and getting to the top, still on the inside, why do I still feel like that little girl who doesn't fit in anywhere, who's so shy and insecure and crumbles every time someone says something negative about her? You can't fake it till you make it. Confidence is a positive image of yourself, and for years I did not have a positive image of myself. I thought that nobody wanted to talk to me. Internally, every time I made a mistake, I would beat myself up. When I was in social situations, I would be so hard on myself, thinking that no one wanted to talk to me. Even having friends and doing that crazy lifestyle took it away for a second, but it never really went away until my sophomore year of college. The biggest transformation came from this. How I thought about myself had to change. It wasn't about gaining social skills anymore. It wasn't about pretending to be confident on the outside anymore. If I wanted to be confident at this point in my life, I really had to change the way I viewed myself. My internal self-dialogue was so negative. I didn't even realize it. For all of these years that I was struggling with confidence, I did not realize how negative my mind was to itself. How negative I talked to myself. How every time I wasn't social enough in a situation, I thought there was something wrong with me. Every time I was afraid to reach out, it's because I was afraid of rejection. How every time someone's comments hurt me, and I changed behavior because of those comments, it's because I was afraid of getting hurt again. Fake it till you make it does not work. You gotta fix the internal. You gotta fix how you view yourself. Confidence has nothing to do with how social you are or how outgoing you are. However, you will find when you are confident, you don't have as much of a problem being social. Another symptom of not being confident is you let what people might think of you determine how you live your life. The insecure person is constantly escaping the things that they want to do because they don't want to look weird or not fit in with others. And you need a source of validation, right? We all need a source of validation. We cannot validate ourselves. It's not so easy to think that you belong if you don't have any friends right now. But my confidence finally doesn't come from boys. It doesn't come from how many friends that I have. It doesn't come from how popular I am anymore. My confidence comes from what I know God says about me, that I am loved fully and unconditionally by God. God says that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That means if I am a more quiet person, I was fearfully and wonderfully made that way. God says that I am powerful and I am not timid. I am not fearful. And most importantly, God allows me to get my validation from Him and not from people, which means I don't have to care about what people think anymore. Therefore, I can own exactly who I am. Your worth cannot depend on the people in the world. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Confidence is a choice in what you believe about yourself, and I made the choice a long time ago to start believing positive things about myself, and the only way I could do that was by knowing the truth about me, and the truth about me comes from God. God says that I'm worthy, that I have a purpose, that I'm loved. This is not made up stuff. But so many of us hear those words, we read those Bible verses on the screen, and we do not actually believe it. And some of you in your heart do not know the truth about you. If you want to be a savage, you gotta stop caring what the world says. If God is for me, who can be against me? For real. If God is for me, why do I care if these girls are making fun of me? If God is for me, why would I care if this boy doesn't like me? I know who God says I am. Therefore, I am confident. Confidence is a choice that you make every day in what you believe about yourself. Because if you don't know where your internal validation comes from, you're going to look for it from somewhere else. and it's gonna be confusing. Ask yourself, what do you believe about yourself? When you have negative thoughts, write them down. If you think to yourself something like, wow, I always screw everything up, the next time you have a thought like that, please do me a favor and write it down. And then next to it, you need to write this. Do I believe what God says about me? Because what God says about you is very often the opposite of what you say about yourself. Because when you say that you are worthless, that you're not worth accomplishing, you're not going to accomplish much in this life, God's going to say, I have a purpose and a plan for you. Even confident people have good and bad days. I'm going to wrap this up with a story from today. This morning, bro, I woke up feeling like crap. I just felt sweaty, gross, and bloated, ugly, and every outfit I put on was wrong. I was like groaning all throughout the kitchen like, ugh, I feel so crappy. This was me to me. How am I supposed to film this YouTube video on confidence when I don't even feel confident right now? And then I was like, boom, that's it. Confidence has nothing to do with how I'm feeling. It has to do with what I know. So before this video, I could have been feeling crappy and feeling not that confident, but that doesn't matter because deep down, I knew the truth about myself. If I know that I absolutely am qualified, that I can talk about this, that I am confident, then who gives a crap how I'm feeling in the moment? And now I feel great. I've hyped myself up with this. I feel great right now. Are you guys feeling good? Because I feel good. I hope you guys are hyped up. And this is the point. You don't have to believe what other people in the world say about you. Confidence comes from a transformation of your mind in how you view yourself. That transformation can take place today, and you choose to believe good things about yourself every day. I have thick skin now. I'm bold now. I know people give me crap for it. I don't care anymore. My validation doesn't come from them. My validation comes from God. And I know that regardless of how people treat me, how many friends I have, how good I look to the world, good or bad, that doesn't change my value and my purpose in God. Nothing that I do or have will change how valued and loved I am. Nothing. Even when I hit rock bottom, I'm still valued and loved at my low point. My confidence has nothing to do with my circumstances. Choose confidence. Don't fake it till you make it. Whoever you are, that's okay. If you don't have that many friends right now, that doesn't mean you can't be confident. Write down the thoughts that you think about yourself. Ask yourself if you really believe that you are worthy and loved and you have somewhere to belong, and that somewhere to belong is as a child of God. So that when you don't fit in with your friend group at school, with your sorority, when you don't fit in with anyone else on this earth, you have somewhere to belong, and that's in a kingdom of heaven. I really hope I helped you. If you're struggling with this, please subscribe. We love you guys so much. And please comment down below your struggle with confidence and if this helped you. All